crown jewel when the Fiend won the Universal Championship from Seth Rollins, unlike any other type of match I've ever called in my career.
And again, everything that Daniel Bryan has experienced in his career may not help prepare for the hell he's about to walk through.
It is for the Universal Championship. The top title on Friday Night SmackDown on Fox. Daniel Bryan is the challenger. Very intense look in the eyes of Bryan, who's never battled anything like this in his career. Now, Daniel Bryan's had issues with Bray Wyatt in the past, but this is not Bray Wyatt. This is the Fiend, and look at Bryan go.
Right out of the gate, rapid fire strikes in the corner. Daniel Bryan realizes he cannot relent.
Yeah, try to end this match up early. As again, Bryan flies across the ring. Turned inside out by the Fiend.
Bryan nearly decapitated by the clothesline of the Fiend.
What do you do, Corey? I mean, how do you combat this man?
There's no answer to that question, Cole. Nobody's been able to do it yet. Seth Rollins tried and failed. Daniel Bryan is failing at the moment. Miz realizes what the Fiend is capable of. There is no answer. You can't solve the Fiend.
And Jerry the King Lawler's here tonight on commentary on some of the matches at Survivor Series. He was taken out by the Fiend at one point a couple of months ago. The Fiend has attacked everyone in his path.
We've seen the Fiend on multiple occasions utilize the mandible claw, paralyzing his opponents.
Ask Daniel Bryan about that this past Friday night. And a headbutt by the Fiend, and then again the very unorthodox style, the body language of that Universal Champion.
You mentioned the body language. One can only surmise what is going on underneath the mask of the Fiend, but you can tell by the body language, the Fiend's enjoying every last second of this.
Oh, and Bryan driven into the barricade. We've seen the Fiend has been remorseless. Oh, and Bryan face first off the ring post.
And what's almost even more terrifying is imagining what the Fiend is thinking right now. What is going through the Fiend's mind? Oh! Somehow something even more horrific than what we're watching.
Remember me! Remember me! Back in the ring, come on, get it back in here.
How could you ever forget?
Even this is too close for comfort as the Fiend sends Bryan back into the ring. This is a Universal Championship match unlike any other we've ever had.
The Allstate Arena's eyes all fixed on the Fiend, the Universal Champion, and the carnage he is creating.
You mentioned it when the Fiend first walked out tonight, the change in the atmosphere and the environment in the arena. And Bryan just desperately trying to fight back. Uranagi just plants Daniel Bryan.
And we know there is no quit in Daniel Bryan. He will continue to fight, but maybe tonight's the night to find the quit.
Hey, you talked about a couple of nights ago on SmackDown what Daniel Bryan accomplished at WrestleMania in one night, the people he beat.
Randy Orton, Batista, and Triple H all in one night at WrestleMania. Oof. That is amongst the most impressive feats ever in WWE. And right now, Daniel Bryan, as talented and as tough as he is, has had no answer for the Fiend Bray Wyatt.
And you also have to believe in many ways that perhaps the match is lost just mentally before you even start the match against that thing.
That's certainly a possibility, but Daniel Bryan may, if there's anyone
oh my God,
technically gifted enough to find a way, it would be Daniel Bryan, as far-fetched as that may seem at the moment.
Watch this, just tossing Bryan halfway across the ring.
Total disregard for the well-being of his opponent, and it has served the Fiend very well. Oh, no.
Oh, now the Fiend is...
Incredible pressure, just twisting at the neck of Daniel Bryan.
Those guttural grunts from the Fiend.
The Fiend apparently just enjoying torturing Daniel Bryan like prey.
Toying with it. Look at that. What is that?
And the Fiend is perfectly content just bearing down on this submission, just inflicting pain for pain's sake.
Oh my God, I'll try to rip the head off the shoulders of Bryan. And laughing, almost laughing about it.
Fiend is absolutely twisted, certainly disturbed, potentially unstoppable.
Let's get it back in the ring, guys. Come on.
This ogre now ruling the earth on Friday Night SmackDown. Oh! Daniel Bryan with a bit of offense in the beginning of this match, but other than that, side steps to the feet over the steps, and maybe Daniel Bryan has bought himself a little bit of an opening here.
This is as close to an opening as Daniel Bryan has found since the opening bell in the initial onslaught of strikes.
And again, remember, for Daniel Bryan, a count-out victory will not help him win the title. He's got to pin or submit the Fiend.
Here he comes!
Daniel Bryan drives through, and he's caught, though. He was caught by the Fiend. Went for Sister Abigail, and Bryan drives the Fiend into the post. Daniel Bryan now trying to pick up the offensive pace. Off the apron, knee takes down the Fiend, and the Fiend is down. And Daniel Bryan may have an opportunity. Daniel Bryan has to dig down deep. He's got to do things that he's never done before in his entire career to try to take out the Fiend. Up to the top rope, the Fiend back to his feet. Daniel Bryan launches himself into the Fiend.
The Universal Champion is down, but at what cost to Daniel Bryan's personal well-being? High risk, high reward, certainly paying off. First the knee strike, but Daniel Bryan wants to make absolutely sure, if that's possible, soaring through the Chicago skies before flattening the Fiend.
Back in the ring, Daniel Bryan, top rope, Fiend in the middle of the ring. Daniel Bryan again, missile drop kick, down goes the Fiend. Can Daniel Bryan somehow pull off what would be a massive, massive upset?
Bryan gonna have to reach deep into his arsenal.
The Fiend is back on his feet. The damn thing's back on its feet, and down he goes again. The Fiend down again.
The Fiend already stirring. Daniel Bryan is hitting the champion with a...
Bryan's up top, but the Fiend is back to his feet yet again. Bryan takes down the Fiend another time. Kips up.
It looks to me like at the moment Daniel Bryan is finally beginning to believe.
The WWE Universe believes.
Daniel Bryan's going to have to do things, as you mentioned, he has not done before.
The yes kicks by Bryan, delivered to the chest of the Fiend. Looking to wind up for the knockout blow. Is that it? Fiend down face first. Bryan's got a chance, but the Fiend right back up.
That is disheartening for a competitor. Daniel Bryan utilizing Old Faithful, the yes kicks to no avail.
Did you hear that roar, that scream from the Fiend delivered to Bryan, who yet again a kick, the Fiend down face first. And the Fiend sits right back up. Is he laughing? He almost said, come on. I think he was saying, come on. Another kick, and again the Fiend is down. Is this enough for Daniel Bryan?
Oh, my God.
It may be. The Fiend on his back. Daniel Bryan.
The Universal Champion appears to be weakened for the first time.
And Bryan smells blood in the water. Daniel Bryan now attacking the Fiend. This could be Bryan's moment. The Fiend slowly back to his knees. This time using back to his feet. Oh, the running knee! Daniel Bryan to win the Universal title. There's the cover. Oh, the Fiend who kicks out at two.
And his capacity crowd is just as stunned as Daniel Bryan himself. Summoning the power of the yes movement for the first time in what feels like forever, and it wasn't enough.
And Corey, you have to wonder, was that Daniel Bryan's last opportunity? And listen to this place. Oh my God. Daniel, turn around, turn around. The Fiend is back on his feet.
But does Daniel Bryan have the power of the yes movement behind him once again?
Bryan pops back up. Boot right into the face of the Fiend. Daniel Bryan taking
no.
Oh my God, mandible claw. Daniel Bryan, who's caught up on the rope, and Bryan trying to somehow fight out of this. And now the armbar locked in. Mandible claw has been released. Bryan's going to break by a 5 count here.
The Fiend certainly feeling the effects, at least momentarily.
And one thing, did you notice that Bryan had a hold of the hand that the Fiend delivers the mandible claw with? Bryan top rope. Oh, and he's caught. And is that it for Daniel Bryan? It's just another kill.
He's got him. He's got him.
Shoulders down and a kick out of two. The Fiend almost stunned. Bryan caught, planted, and now the mandible claw.
Daniel, come on, what do you say? Daniel!
And just like that, the Fiend retains.
Here is your winner, and still the Universal Champion, the Fiend, Bray Wyatt.
Corey, what a hell of a fight by Daniel Bryan tonight, but in the end, the Fiend.
Daniel Bryan utilized every maneuver he could think up in the heat of battle. He even rallied the yes movement for the first time in months and months. But even with the WWE Universe behind him, Daniel Bryan unable to dethrone